from my emotions. This renders me incapable, really impervious to being negatively affected by anything. I simply consider my emotions to be something evaluated, assessed, compartmentalized, organized, rather. If they serve a purpose, if they serve a function, then I permit them, but then immediately have them stored away, organized, and not to resurface, not to be made evident, because I don't need to express them. And I am my own therapist, per se. I take responsibility for my emotions. In the comfort of solitude, in the comfort of self-reflection, I resolve issues alone. I don't need anyone else. That's not me being haughty or arrogant, if you choose to perceive it that way, but genuinely, I'm fine handling things on my own. I don't feel the need, I don't feel comforted by people who console me, or attempt to console, because it's just not necessary for me. For anyone else, that's fine. If they are dependent on that attention, then that's great, and it helps. But for me, it's just annoying. If anything, if I do feel sad, especially in relation, if it contends to be a friend, someone else I'm intimate with, that I care about, but let's say expressly, for example, when I'm attracted to someone, but I don't really apply any significance to it, they have an attraction to me, and this has been stated initially from the advent of our communication when we discovered each other and we were talking, that this was intimated to me expressly, that we like each other. At the time when it was confessed, I expressed a nuanced rejection, I suppose. I wasn't conceding to state that I did say that I like the person. Yes, I do. But I wasn't final in whether or not I was liking the idea of them or they alone. Whether I liked them or simply the idea.
Primary control of critical function.
And that was me offering a mite of functional honesty. Because I'm considering that you actually feel the same way. You have to consider the fact, especially when we're being limited to text. When we started our conversations, we met each other through a medium. And through this medium, we're not able to meet each other physically. We can only communicate via text. And that's exactly what we did. So we can't make a valid argument as to whether or not we like each other, we truly like each other, and whether or not we want to officiate a relationship unless we've actually met in person. In any case, fast forward to the present, and recently he divulged information regarding a relationship, a rapport that he thought would be
Beautiful.
that he thought would be authenticated after approximately 2 years of speaking.
Discovery.
But when he finally decided to ask, the girl in question ultimately didn't accept because she thought he took forever. He waited too long to ask. Petty, yes. What a petty reason. Because ultimately this was succeeded by her just renouncing all contact with him. Nothing was left on a conclusive note. She just left. That was her rejection. So he, in response, and our relationship is just based on candor, unmitigated, unadulterated honesty. And it's part of the reason why I have this unstated attraction to him. There's no reason for me to dwell on it. And I'm not going to engage in a one-sided, okay, I just ultimately, I was never definitive on marriage. I could go the entire relationship without getting married. There's always, now, I'm not against it entirely, but I'm just saying that I would never really expect it. If you decide that you wanted to, then I would accept. But I'm fine. But he expounded the benefits, of course, financially, of getting married. And then just being fully committed to each other, yes, it's a bonus. Provided you don't divorce. So we're defined in that. I mean, those obstacles are not a concern. But the concern here is that we're both friends, yes? We're just friends, really. We still can't establish anything because we haven't met physically yet. and really deepen our relationship further or solidify it. So, and I have no control of you. I have no desire to have control of you. If we were in a relationship, you're your own person. And this is what should make me feel guilty, I suppose. If I were cheated on, I'd feel guilty about being indifferent about it, because that's exactly what I would be. And then I always imagine the possibility of my partner being angry for me. Now the anger is, whereas I'm supposed to be angry, they are angry for me. They become angry at me, demonstrating the anger that I'm supposed to respond with. If I'm being unresponsive, if I'm not reacting the way they expect me to, which is, if you've been cheated on and they admit it or you found out, you're gonna be angry. That should be the normal response here. But no, I don't know. I mean, yes, it's disappointing. I am disappointed, but it's nothing that I haven't anticipated. Not that I expected it to happen, but the possibility. I always consider the possibility, and it happened. So, and there's nothing I can do. It's done. You've slept with someone else, even if it's just something minor that you've made out with someone. You've kissed someone else. But in regards to the extreme act of actually sleeping with someone else, having sex with someone else, it already happened. Now, from where we go from here, I don't know. It's uncertain to me. Now, would it be optimal for me to stay with you? No, technically. But the only reason I really wouldn't see at the very least, I would be very adamant about taking a test together, you specifically, because I know. Well, we can both take it together, actually. This is provided we have an active sex life, and I'm not still a virgin. But this is mainly for you. If ultimately results can come back and you have an STD, then clearly we're not having sex anymore. That's the end of our sex life, at least. Clearly, for the sake of my health. But as far as the relationship, I mean, if you think that, as far as emotions go, I can only really encourage you to learn from this mistake and just hope that you don't fall victim to recidivism. That's the only expectation that I have of you. Otherwise, you've already done it. And if it happens that you have an STD, then we're not having sex anymore. If you don't have an STD, our sex life has been compromised either way, because now, well, my libido, which was already low regardless, now there's your punishment, there's the consequence, is that I'm less sexually attracted to you now. Now I have even less of a desire to sleep with you. So I suppose that's your punishment, but I don't want to give this up, because relationships to me are for the purpose of supporting the other, enabling the other towards growth. We help each other grow, we help each other mature and develop into the best possible versions of ourselves. Just giving up on you now just for this one mistake, I would feel guilty about that. Because now I don't want you to sulk and feel miserable and feel like, I don't want you to be depressed, I don't want you to regress in your behavior. I want to see you happy, I want you to see you succeed. I mean, I still care about you. And even despite this, it doesn't matter. I care about you regardless.
Appreciate it, man.